Hello, animal! What's going on? Welcome to the Story Shamans! This week we're finishing up our discussion of Season 1 with its final level of structure, Dramatic Evolution. To really understand what the Dramatic Evolution concerns for Season 1 are, let's first discuss Dramatic Evolution as a general concept. Dramatic Evolution has two different meanings. One, it's the way in which you successfully execute the different concerns of your dramatic structure and dramatic pace. Two, it's all about your story's core concept and the specific way it evolves season to season. Let's take a look at each in turn. Meaning one, the way in which you successfully execute the different concerns of your dramatic structure and dramatic pace. All of your different dramatic structure concerns, your dramatic pace concerns, if all of these are well handled, season to season, then your story will most certainly evolve. It's a natural result of the structure. This will become clearer as we move forward. But if you really nail all these different elements, then your story will, in one way, evolve as time progresses. What does this type of dramatic evolution mean for Season 1 specifically? It means that this is the time to establish all the basics of your story. Who are the mainstay characters? What are the primal dynamics and relationships between them? What are the central thematic ideas of your story? What's the basic plot that your long-form story will follow? And so on. This isn't an exhaustive list, but you want to take Season 1 and really establish all of the different elements of your long-form story in their bedrock forms. Season 1 is the original chunk of your story, the one that everything else will either subvert or reinforce moving forward. So go ahead and do your best to establish their primal form of being here in Season 1. This brings us to meaning 2 for dramatic evolution. It's all about your core concept, and specifically how it evolves season to season. So, what is your core concept? This is what your long-form story is all about. It's the meaning of your story, the reason it's being told, the point of it all. Example, let's say you're putting together a show about Spider-Man. Your show's core concept could be all about power. Fundamentally, the point of the show is this idea of power and what it means. This is not the plot of the show. It's not the character's arc. It's not the core conflict. It's a separate, underlying idea, the core concept. Take note, it can be tightly related to any one of these other aspects of your story. Say the core conflict and the core concept could be very closely related, but they wouldn't be the same thing. Next, there's the evolutionary process your core concept goes through as your story progresses. Well, how exactly does this core concept evolve over time? The answer to that lies in why there are specifically 7 seasons in your long-form story. It has to do with eras. You'll remember there are 7 seasons, broken up into 3 distinct eras. Seasons 1, 2, and 3, that's the first era. Seasons 4 and 5, that's the second era. Seasons 6 and 7, that's the third era. There's a reason the seasons are grouped into these eras. You see, the structure of your story pulses. Each season does what it does in response to what's come before it. This is true both of the general dramatic concerns as well as with the core concept. Season 1 establishes a thesis. Season 2 is then an antithesis of Season 1. Season 3 is then a synthesis of Seasons 1 and 2. Each era follows this thesis, antithesis, synthesis pattern. Why is the first era 3 seasons long, but the others are only 2 seasons long? Good question! Because each synthesis is the next era's new thesis. So, Season 1, thesis. Season 2, antithesis. Season 3, synthesis. Season 3 is also simultaneously the thesis for the new era. This makes Season 4 an antithesis of 3, and Season 5 is a synthesis of 3 and 4. Season 5 is also simultaneously the new thesis. Season 6 is an antithesis, and Season 7 is the final synthesis. Ta-da! So what does this mean for Season 1 specifically? Well, there are 2 elements to Season 1's dramatic evolution. 1. Season 1 is all about your core concept's thesis. Some kind of establishing statement. Say in your Spider-Man show, Season 1 is all about, with great power comes great responsibility. That's your establishing thesis statement, as far as your core concept, power, is concerned. 2. Season 1 is also the beginning of your first era. With Season 1, you want to keep an eye on what specific developments you're looking to deal with in your first era.
Given what you intend to do with your story in the first era, what should Season 1 really focus on? What exactly can Season 1 do to be the best beginning of that Season 1, 2, 3 progression? Your first era is all one piece. Season 1 is the beginning of it.
Let's take a look at the show Prison Break to see how their beginning of first era was accomplished.
First, Season 1 establishes the core concept of injustice. That lays the foundation for the entire series.
Lincoln Burrows is convicted of a crime that he did not commit. That's the initial injustice, and the catalyst for all of the events that follow.
He's scheduled to be executed, and his brother Michael Schofield gets himself sent to the same prison in order to break him out. This breakout plan takes the entire first season to accomplish.
But it's not just the first season that follows this prison theme. The entire first era does it too, as we'll see when we look at Prison Break Season 2 and Season 3 in coming videos.
So this beginning of first era establishes and utilizes this prison theme, setting up the show to continue this theme over Season 2 and Season 3.
That's it for Season 1, animals.
Next week, we're moving on to Season 2.
Did all of that make sense? I don't know. I never know what's going on. These Bones guys are idiots.